What exactly is at stake here?
Apple is going to be behind the speeds or the potential theoretical speeds that the Samsung Galaxy S8 will offer.
Why?
Well, the S8 phone and a few other latest phones, they offer support for gigabyte download speeds, which means basically 1,000 megabytes per second. You could download a movie theoretically in 2 to 5 seconds, which is very fast. And with this proliferation of AI and AR, the faster your iPhones can go, the better it is.
How much of a difference is there?
Well, theoretically, there's a huge difference, but in terms of real-world usage, people are not going to notice it right now. But over time, as these phones improve, they have new generations year after year, people will start to notice it as the networks improve.
What's at the heart of the issue? Is this a supplier thing?
Yeah, it's a supplier thing. So a couple of years ago, Apple started splitting up its modem suppliers, taking a portion from Qualcomm, which is very much known for modems, and Intel, which is usually known as a processor company for desktop and laptop computers. Now, the latest Qualcomm chips, which Apple will be using in the iPhone 8 and the other new iPhone models, they can support this faster speed. But the Intel chips, they can't support it. And Apple doesn't want to make some iPhone models faster than others, so it has to pare down the capabilities of the Qualcomm units to be the same as the Intel.
George, we're at a point where the smartphone market has become so competitive, and innovation, some people say, is just simply so incremental. It's down to these very small details. How optimistic are you about Apple's iPhone future?
I think they keep having to find new innovations where it really matters to the user. New applications will make all the difference.
Does this one matter to the user?
The question is whether the applications will take advantage of it. I think downloading a movie slightly faster probably won't make a difference. So they'll fundamentally need to be new user applications that take advantage of it.
We've been also reporting on Andy Rubin's new Essential phone. Google's now in this market making the Pixels. Mark, how is the market different that Apple will be entering in September, which is when we believe the iPhone 8 will be unveiled?
It's a whole different ballgame, right? When the iPhone first came out, it was in a league of its own. Fast forward 5 years after that, it was basically Apple versus Samsung. Now, Samsung is as hot as ever with the S8. The Essential phone is coming out. They have this new Pixel phone from Google. Google will have their new one later in the year. And there's just a lot of new phones from Chinese makers coming out now that are getting really popular. OnePlus has a new phone coming out, Huawei, Xiaomi. So there's more at stake here. Will Apple really be affected by these players? It remains to be seen. I don't think so. But still, the landscape has shifted considerably.